Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, how are you? I hope you would be fine. Today I am here with a topic. You can see this on your screen, parts of a speech. You would have heard this word many a times in your life from your childhood. You start learning about nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, and conjunction, interjection, preposition. So these are the parts of speech. We will discuss each and every part of a speech in detail, and we will learn it bit by bit in every discussing every detail, right? But before starting the topic, let us start with an example, right? That what basically parts of a speech is and what are the nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and why do we learn them, right? Before starting all these details, we will start with an example. I'm drawing a picture of our earth, right? This is a circle and it's a picture of our earth, right? This is the earth that we live on. You can see certain shapes on this earth. These shapes basically tells you about the continents and the countries that uh, are in these continents. So this is our earth and it has seven continents, and in those seven continents there are many countries, of which Asia is one of the continent, and Pakistan is one of the countries of Asia, right? Similarly, English language is the earth, right? We can say that English language is the earth, and it has many sentences, uncountable sentences, and every sentence is made of different words, right? Different words which gives you a sense, which makes a sense, makes a sentence, and different sentences when combined together making certain sense gives you some essay or some story or something else, right? So English language constitutes a number of words, thousands of hundreds of words, hundreds of thousands of words, right? Which means that there are infinite words. So what we need to understand that these words have certain names. Each word has a name. For example, some words are nouns, some are verbs, some are adjectives, some are pronouns, some are adverbs, some are prepositions, some are conjunctions, some are interjection, right? So these words have their particular names, and these names are basically of the sentence, and they are called parts of speech. Let me give you one more example. For example, you eat biryani, right? Biryani is a dish that is made of rice and the chicken or beef or mutton, whatever biryani you like. So biryani is a dish, is a complete meal, right? So it has rice in it, it has chicken or any sort of meat in it, right? It has spices in it, and it has salt in it. It has what else it has? It has bay leaves, mint, and potato, and different other things, right? So biryani has these ingredients. Biryani is made of these things, the things that are used to make this dish that is called biryani has a number of components in it, has a number of ingredients in it. Similarly, English language is a sort of a dish, and it has a number of ingredients, and those ingredients are called parts of speech. What basically speech is? Speech is a sentence, is a sentence which means that whatever we speak is called speech. The words that comes out of our mouth is called speech. The words that we speak are called speech. And each word has a name, so the names that are given to those words are called parts of speech. I hope it is easier for you to understand that, like biryani has different ingredients, similarly English language has different ingredients, and those ingredients are called parts of speech. Here I have a sentence, and that sentence is the mouse eats cheese. You can see a sentence here, the mouse eats cheese. This sentence is divided into two parts, right? One part is a naming part and the other is action part, right? Naming part means the first part of the sentence constitutes of a name either of a person, place, animal, or thing. For example, here in this sentence we have name of an animal. Mouse is an animal, so this is the name of an animal. So this part, the first part, the beginning part, the starting part is called naming part, right? We are giving name in the first part of this sentence, and the next part is called action part, right? Which tells us that what the person, place, animal, or thing is or does. This action part actually gives us some information about that naming part. First, we name anything. It could be a person, place, animal, or anything that we give a name, and then we gives some information about that name, that particular name. Either that person, animal, or thing is doing something, is performing some action, or is itself something, right? For example, I say this is a pencil, right? I am giving an information about pencil, so I'm saying this is a pencil. I am telling something about that pencil. But when I'm saying Sarah writes with a pencil, now I'm telling something about Sarah and her action, that she is writing with a pencil. So here I have a sentence, the mouse. This is called the naming part because I am telling the name of an animal in the first part, and in the second part I am giving you some information about that mouse. So what I'm saying, I'm saying the mouse eats cheese. I'm giving some information about that particular mouse, that mouse is eating cheese. It eats cheese. So this is the action part. Some work has been done in this part. So every sentence is divided into two basic parts. First part is naming part and the other part is action part. Okay, now we need to understand that words are classed into 8 categories. How many categories? 8 categories, 8 parts, and those categories are called parts of speech, right? So it means that whatever we say, whatever we speak will be one of these 8 parts, right? Will be one of these 8 parts. Let us discuss each and every part first briefly and then in detail, right? Number one is noun. Number 2, pronoun. Number 3, adjective. Number 4, adverb. Number 5, verb. Number 6, preposition. Number 7, conjunction. And last, interjection. I have an example for you to explain these 8 parts. Let us see that example first, and then I'll tell you the definition of each and every 8 parts. Ah, I finished the race quickly, but little Sarah jumped over me and won. So, this is a sentence that is telling some action and some names, right? Some names along with their actions we are told in this sentence, right? So basically, these are some words which are making a sentence that is giving us some information and that is making some sense. So we can say that words are classed into 8 categories according to their uses in a sentence, right? So each and every word, I finished the race quickly, but little Sarah jumped over me and won. So these are certain words: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We have 14 words in this sentence, and every word has different use and different name among the 8 parts of his speech. For example, is an interjection. I is a pronoun. Finished, a verb. The, article. Article is part of adjective. Some categorize it as the ninth part of a speech, but there are only 8 parts of a speech. The is basically an article and it is considered as an adjective, right? Race is a noun. Quickly, adverb. But, conjunction. Little, adjective. Sarah is a noun. Jumped, again a verb. We have 2 verbs, finished and jumped. Both are verbs. Over is a preposition. Me, again we have a pronoun. I and me are pronouns. This is subject pronoun and this is object pronoun. And is conjunction, like but and are conjunctions. We have 2 conjunctions also. Similarly, race and Sarah both are nouns. Won, again we have a verb. So these 3 are verbs, others are different categories. Now we need to understand what noun, pronoun, adjectives are basically, right? So noun is a naming word. What does it mean? It means that every word that tells us name of a person, place, animal or thing is called a noun. Then comes pronoun. Pronoun is the alternate name for a noun. That is, when we use a noun once, we do not repeat it again in the same sentence. Or even after a sentence, if the sentences are in a sequence, we do not use the nouns again and again. We use some other word in place of that noun. And that particular word is called a pronoun. Like I, we, you, they, these are pronouns. So this is alternate name for a noun. Then comes adjective. Adjective is basically a word that modifies a noun or pronoun. What does it mean? It means that, for example, I'm talking about Sarah. I could have said, but Sarah jumped over me. But I modified Sarah with this word little, right? Little means Sarah is little. I am describing some of her quality as little. So this is modifying this noun Sarah, right? Then we have verb. Verb is a word that expresses some action. Every verb tells us about some action, right? Some existence, some work that has been done. So, like finished and jumped, won, that something is happening. Something is happening is called a verb. Then we have adverb. Adverb basically modifies a verb, adverb, or adjective. Like we have this word quickly and adverb in this sentence. Then we have conjunction. What is a conjunction? Conjunction is a word that connect words, phrases, or clauses. Inshallah, in the coming videos, we'll discuss about word, phrase, clause, and sentence also. These are certain types that we use in our daily lives, right? So here we have but and conjunctions in this sentence, right? They basically connect words or phrases or clauses. Then we have preposition. Over. Over is a preposition. What is a preposition? Preposition basically gives sense to a sentence. It precedes phrase that acts as a modifier or noun, right? For example, the book is on the table. Here the word on is preposition. On, in, under, over, these are prepositions that gives the sense to a sentence. Otherwise there would be no sense. For example, I'm saying the book is the table. If I am omitting on, there will be no sense in the sentence. So what word is giving the sense? On. That is, the connection between these two nouns is described by preposition. Then we have interjection, and interjection is what? Interjection expresses emotions like ah, oh, wow, super, yahoo. It could be an expression of some happiness, some anger. It could be any emotion of any feeling, right? So interjection expresses emotions, our emotions. So we have this word ah as interjection in this sentence. So this sentence basically tells us that there are 8 parts of speech, and every word that we use has a certain name, right? The words that we use has a certain name, and that name belongs to 8 parts of speech. So now we could say that these words, noun, pronoun, adjectives, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, interjection, basically originates from parts of speech. And what are parts of speech? Every word has a name that we speak is part of speech. I hope this would be enough for you to understand the basics about parts of speech. And if you listen to the video again and again, it would be very easy for you to learn these parts of speech. Inshallah, in the next videos, we'll discuss, we'll explain each and every parts of speech in detail, right? We'll start from noun and ends on interjection, inshallah. Please like the video, share it with your friends, press the bell icon so that you can get each and every upcoming video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.